All right, so 18 food truck builders explained how they actually saved thousands of dollars during their food truck builds. So building a food truck, it can drain your bank account fast if you don't know where you can save money and where to spend it. So we talked to 18, that's right, 18 truck builders who've built hundreds of trucks. These are from California, Texas, Florida, Georgia, and New York. And they revealed smart ways to save thousands without ending up with a piece of junk on wheels. So you want to stick around because some of these money-saving moves are not exactly what you might be expecting. So let's jump right into it. Now, all right, if you're thinking about just getting a cheap truck and figure it out later, stop. That's the first way you can end up set yourself up for disaster and potentially a second mortgage. So here is actually what the pros said to actually do instead. Tip number 1, start with the right truck, not the cheapest one. And here's what I mean. One builder told us everyone tries to save money buying some beat up delivery truck for $4,000, but by the time they fix it, they've spent triple that. Now the lesson learned, buy something solid up front, mechanically sound, even if it's, a few $1,000s more, it'll save you way more on repairs later down the road, something a lot of new food truck owners don't think about. So simply buying something that's just as cheap, well, you're going to get what you pay for. So tip number 2, customize only what really matters. Builders said newbies often actually waste a fortune on unnecessary bells and whistles. One of the guys actually mentioned to me, this was the third or fourth call we made, you don't even need $10,000 worth of LED lights and a motorized awning day one. Basically saying you don't need all the bells and whistles right out of the gate. You need a solid truck that cooks food and makes you money. Then you can get to that stuff later. Now the lesson learned, well, spend where it makes more money, like kitchen equipment, and add the fancy stuff later, he said. Now, tip number 3, think modular, not permanent. And here's what he meant. Instead of actually welding everything into place, some smart owners actually used modular setups, as they were known. This was something new to me, like movable prep tables. Why? Easy to rearrange, cheaper if you expand later, and faster health code approvals. Now, tip number 4, reuse and recycle smart. This was a unique actually point that they were making. On this one, no shame in using your second hand, right? But only if it's commercial grade. Well, one builder actually shared with us, he said, we've saved clients thousands by sourcing used fridges, griddles, and sinks from closing restaurants, by the way. Just inspect them very carefully. But he said that's a great way to go. If you have an area that has discounted restaurant equipment, definitely a place you want to look. Now, lastly, tip number 5, we dwindled it down to 5 tips because I didn't want to make a 4-hour video here about everything that we had gone over. It took weeks for this calls. Tip number 5, don't cheap out on plumbing and electric, okay? This one's huge. Almost every builder warned us, if you cheap out on the plumbing or wiring, you'll be paying double when it fails or you'll get shut down. Now, the lesson learned here, invest in the guts of the truck. Okay, that's the inner sides, inner workings. Your future self will, of course, thank you down the road because you will save a lot of money. One of the best bonus tips we learned from this, work with a builder who gets permits right the first time. Imagine spending like $80,000 and then finding out that your truck can't even pass inspections. You'll definitely want to be getting your money back. One builder actually said, good permitting up front saves you anywhere from $10,000 or more of dollars in mistakes down the road. So the lesson is hire someone who knows your electrical codes before you build, okay? So basically, here's the bottom line. These 5 great tips that we learned from all of these builders. Smart spending is just as important as smart cooking. Now, the trucks that save money during the build don't cut corners. They cut out the junk they don't need. So if you're just getting ready to launch, hopefully these will help you get a better footing and understanding. You definitely want to keep it in mind. So if you have any questions about this, let us know down below. We've got some really great content, other additional content that is coming up. We've been making a lot of phone calls and emails. So I'll have some great additional content for food truck operators from real world people who've experienced it, been there and done that. So definitely hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in our next video.